back to the channel for another video. We're going to do a little get ready with me today. I'm going to use some products that, some of my stuff that I got in my October Boxycharm. So if you want to see what I use and chit chat with me while I get ready for my day, stay tuned because we're going to get right into it. Gloria, welcome. If you're new, welcome. So happy that you're here, and if you're returning, welcome back. So glad that you continue to come back and support the channel and be a part of the channel. I love you guys. All right, so I thought I was getting ready for the day, and I thought, you know, I'm gonna put some makeup on today. So I wanted to thought we would just use some products that I got in my Boxycharm. I'm gonna use the Milk Pore Eclipse primer stick. I'm going to use that first. I already have my skincare on. And I'm sweating. Of course I am. Hot flashes. Rub it in just a little bit better here. All right. So we're going to start with this. Yeah. So how are you guys doing on this Tuesday? We are having, what is wet? Hold on, guys. Something wet. I don't even know what that was. All right. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. Looks like that. And I'm not real sure. We're just going to kind of put it on. So anyway, it is so nice. The weather, fall is finally here. The leaves are not quite, they're just barely beginning to change here, but the cool temperatures are here. We're getting down in the 40s at night and in the lower to mid 70s during the day. And I would be happy if it stayed this temperature for the rest, always, but it won't. So yeah, so we're enjoying the fall weather finally. Kind of make sure this is all in. So what is the weather like where y'all are at? Have y'all started experiencing any fall weather yet? Or is it still hot there? Or is it already snow? I know in some places it could already be snow. My husband thinks that we're going to get a lot of snow this year. I don't know if we will or not. I guess we're going to find out. All right, I don't have a new foundation. So I think, what do I want to use? I think I'm going to use my Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation in F2. I think we're going to use that. I think I'm going to do my complexion first. I think I'm going to do that first today. Okay, I'm going to put that on I put like that. And then, maybe a little bit more. And then I'm going to take some of my what did I do with them? Well, I normally keep them right there. My First Aid Beauty bronzing drops. What did I do? Where did they go? It's like they just got up and walked away. They're somewhere. Okay, I don't know where they're at, so we'll just use a bronzer instead. So I'm just gonna kind of put this on. Okay, maybe something like that. Then I'm gonna take my brush. Where's my blush that I like to make it easy? This brush from Japanese. I really like this for foundation. It's very dense, and I really like it for foundation. I need to wash it though. I'm just gonna I'll fast forward this part because you know how to put foundation on. You don't need to be watching me do that. Take it. All right, now we've got that on, so let's do some bronzer. And I think I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match Lumi bronzer in light. And I've got a big pan going on that. I think I'm going to use that. And I just like to use a fluffy brush for that. This one is I think this is a BH, I think, or a Morphe one. And just kind of put it on. And get my hair in it too while I'm at it. Just kind of something like that. And the lid broke, but that's okay. It still works. And this is my favorite bronzer. Oh, it's my favorite. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put some eye primer on so it can kind of set while I am finishing the face. I'm going to use the Beauty Crop Stuck On You eye primer today. So, yeah, not a lot going on here. Not a lot going on. Just enjoying this nice weather. Okay, got that on. All right, now I'm going to use a little bit of face powder. I have this Flower Beauty Light Illusion. No, wait a minute. Stop. I have this Busy Art powder that I got in my Boxycharm. I'm going to use some of that today. Which looks like that. Just a translucent powder. Like that. Get this off. Looks like that. Just gonna use a little bit of that. Get a little bit in the jar. Oops, and I'm just gonna get it all over me while I'm at it. All right, so it looks like that. So I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush, which this is a Japanese brush also, just a big fluff, what I use for powder. Just kind of tap it in, and gotta look in the mirror. Just kind of tap it over. Not a lot, it's just a little bit. Then just kind of blend it a little bit. All right, and that works for me. Okay, get it off my finger, my shirt. All right, so I got that done. Now, all right. Now let's do our eyes. We'll come back and we'll finish the blush and highlight and stuff in a little while. Let's get to the eyes, shall we? So this was the palette that I got in my Boxycharm, the Life palette, which is a pretty palette. It is pretty. She looks like this. It's just a little 6-pan palette. Looks like that. And I thought about using that one, but then I also on it as an add-on, I added on the Tarte Glamazon palette. So I'm going to use this palette. It has a, oh, it had a bronzer in it. I forgot. Oh, well, that's okay. That's okay. My bad. Anyway, she looks like this. Nice and slick palette. Oops. We don't need that anymore. So she does have a bronzer, which if I'd remembered, I would have used that bronzer. But anyway, that's the bronzer. I will use that highlight though. We're going to use some of these colors. Let's see what we're going to do. So I thought we would use this. I haven't used it, and yeah, and I love Tarte. Let's see how it performs. Okay, those brushes need to be washed, so I can't use those. So let's go in. I'm going to start out with the outer corner, and I'm going to go in with this dark brown called Forest right here, right there. I'm going to go in with that. Let's see if I can find a fluffier brush. Nope. That's an angled brush. This is an an AOA Studio E107. It's got an angle to it. Fluffy. I'm going to try that. I'm going to use that. So, do you guys have any fun things planned for fall? We don't. Just doing projects around the house. Right now, my husband's getting ready to paint our kitchen cabinets a different color. And we're working on getting that done to redo. We're kind of redoing the kitchen. So look at that. Now that's pretty, and that's very pigmented. We want to do some blending. So we're working on remodeling our kitchen, redoing it, just painting the cabinets, the island, and then I've got a coffee bar. It actually used to be a hutch that my husband made, but we're going to make it into a coffee bar. So we're working on getting those done. That's kind of what our fall to do is. Hold on, guys. I've got a brush I want to use for blending. This one. And so that's what we're working on for fall. Just some fall projects around the house. Doing some cleanup outside. My husband rented a dumpster, and we're doing a bunch of cleanup, getting rid of a bunch of stuff that we just don't need. And yeah, that's kind of what we're doing for fall. Let's do the other eye. And yeah, that's it. That's our fall. And I go in and tap, and right here you have to, it's a little creep. Okay. I tap first and then I blend, because with having crinkly eyes, if I start blending right away, then all I'm going to do is make a patchy mess. So I tap it in first and then I blend it. A little bit more here. Okay. And I don't wipe that way too much. I'll get it in a minute. I can never get my eyes to look the same, but that's okay because I wear glasses, so nobody's gonna know the difference once I put my glasses on anyway. All right. I think that's gonna work for that. Now, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to cut my crease with this Revolution cut crease canvas, and I will probably fast forward this part too. All right, so I did that. Now I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with this, what is this color? Canopy. This kind of a bronzy brown. I'm going to go in with that. And I'm going to get a brush. I want a flat brush for that. Okay, I have too many brushes, I'm thinking, but you know what? Yeah. I like my brushes, guys. I like my brushes. I'm going to use this one from Mange, whatever it's called. It's kind of flat and kind of fluffy. We're going to use that. Put that on. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. I like Tarte. Their palettes have always performed well for me, always. Let me do a little bit of blending. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. That is pretty. I like that. Let's do the other eye. So yeah, I don't have anything going on today. Just sitting around the house. And I thought, you know, I want to put some makeup on. So let's do it. Get ready with me. Why not? So that's what we're doing. Do some blending. That's pretty. That is pretty. All right, now what am I gonna do? It's really, I actually think I'm gonna take that Mystic, which I think is supposed to be a highlighter, but you can also use it as eyeshadow. I'm gonna put that on the inner corner part of the eye. Use a small brush for that. Where did you go? I just saw you. This one from Mange. I don't know how you say that. Mange. Anyways, I'm gonna use some of that. Let's see what that does. Okay. I ain't mad about it. I ain't mad about that. I like that. And I will probably carry that on into my inner corner in a little bit. Do some blending. Oh, that's pretty. I think that's pretty. I think that came out pretty. I like that. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, I got my hand itches, this Horizon, this light color, and I'm gonna try to do a little blending of that and see what I can do with that. And I'm using another Mange, I don't know how you say that, guys. Just see if we can do a little bit of blending. This might not work because this might be too dark. Well, we're gonna try it. Is that fallout? Oh man, I got too much on my brush. Just blend it out a little bit so it's not so harsh. Do that to the other eye. Now the upper part of the brow eye, I don't have any problems with wrinkles, you know, crinkly skin, so I don't have to worry about tapping it. Let's see the. Okay. Well, that works for me. That works for me. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go offline, I'm gonna finish up my eyes, and then we come back, we'll do a blush, highlight, and a lip. So hang tight. So the eyes are done. For the most part, they're done. And we're gonna move on. So I'm gonna move, I got this Rare Beauty blush, liquid blush in my Boxycharm, and the color Encourage. And I should have probably used it before I put on my face powder, but you know what? We're gonna try it anyway. We're gonna try it. I'm not going anywhere, so if it doesn't come out all right, well, nothing gained. It's just makeup. It can always come off. That's the doe foot. Just don't know how much. I think I'm gonna Good. I think I'm going to put it on my hand. Like that. Then I'm going to take a an AOA Studios brush. This is that's really not tight enough. I need to wash some brushes, guys. I surely do. Need to wash some brushes. All right, we're going to use this brush. And I'm just going to kind of tap it. And then too much. Too much. Let's see. So we're going to take something. We're going to take this and kind of try to blend that out some. All right, that works. Try the other side. It's a pretty color. I really like it it's pretty for the fall. And the spring, I have used it a few times, but I always remember to put it on before the powder. But anyway, it's actually not doing bad. A little bit more here. It's actually doing very... Sorry, somebody's texting me. I don't even know who it is. Do y'all get that? You get these random texts and this, I don't know, thinking people, you don't have a clue who they are. That happens at least a couple times a day to me. All right. I'm going to go with that. That's not bad. We're going to go with it. I don't know about this extra. I got too much. That's okay. That's all right. All right. Now for highlighter. There is a highlighter in this, which is what I used on the inner corner. What was this color again? Mystic. We're going to use that for the highlighter. Small brush. Okay, I don't know what this brush is. SL Miss Glam, I think is what this is. I'm just going to take that. Just do. Ooh, that is a highlighter. Move that out. Like that. Do the other side. Nose, bit above the brow, like that, something like that. That's pretty. It's very, very, very pigmented. All right, so we are done with this palette. Done with this palette for now. So now let's do something for lips. I haven't even thought about lips. You know what? I have this Maybelline Lifter Gloss, hyaluronic acid, in the color Taffy. I think we're going to use some of that today. Do I want to use a lip liner? Do I have a lip liner that'll go with that? That's the question. Why not? I'm going to use this LYS Speak Love Smooth Glide Lip Pencil in Devoted, which is a brown. We're going to try it anyway. So let's do it, shall we? And we all know I'm not great with lip liners, so yeah. Well, it's on there. It looks funky. But anyway, we're going with it. We're going with it. Let's put this on. Okay. Get on my face, what don't I? And that's that. We're gonna call it good. Don't look too bad, I guess. Doesn't look too bad. No, it doesn't look too bad. Let's turn this off. There we go. Doesn't look bad. Looks all right. Okay, so what did I do when I went offline? Let's talk about those eyes. I used an eyeliner, and I took this from Pear Nova, which is something I've gotten in a Boxycharm that I've never used. And there is a navy blue liner on it, and I used that on the upper lids. Use that. And then I just took the brown that I used on the outer corner, which was Forest, that, and put that underneath my eyes. I didn't do an inner corner highlight because I thought this was enough, so I didn't do that. Then I used my Too Faced Ribbon Wrapped Lash 2B Mascara in black, like this stuff. When I use this, I don't even have to use an eyelash primer. So, I like that. Then for my eyebrows, I used my Anastasia Brow Definer in Soft Brown. It's just that. And we know that I don't do dramatic eyebrows. I just did a little bit to them. Did that. And then I used my Benefit 24-hour brow setter to kind of put them in place. Fluff them up and put them in place. And yeah. You know what? Let's put a little bit of that highlighter. Just a little bit. All right. And voila. This is my finished look from my Get Ready and Going Nowhere today, because I'm not going anywhere. But I think it came out pretty. What do you think? What do you think? I like it. I like it a lot, actually. All right, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you kind of fall activities you've got going on. Halloween's coming up. We don't celebrate Halloween. My oldest son's birthday is on Halloween. He was born on Halloween. But we don't celebrate Halloween as Halloween. We celebrate his birthday. So that's what we'll be doing on Halloween. But anyway, let me know what your fall plans are. If you got anything fun planned. All right, I got to go. I got to get on with my day because it's getting late. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.